Now, way up high in the Sierra Peaks, where the yellow pines grow tall, old Sandy Bob and Buster Jiggs, they had a rodeo camp last fall. They took along their running irons and maybe a dog or two, and they swore they'd brand every long-eared calf that come within their view. Any old dogies that showed long ears and didn't push up by day have his old hide scorched and his long ears whittled in a most artistic way. One fine day, old Sandy Bob, he threw his Ciego down. He says, I'm sick of the smell of burning hair. Louse, I'm going to town. They saddled him up and they hit him a lope. Wasn't very far to ride, and them's was the days when a buckaroo could oil up his insides. Well, they started off at the Kentucky bar at the head of Whiskey Row, and they ended up at the depot house, some 40 drinks below. They turned around and backed her up and headed the other way, and to tell you the God-forsaken truth, those boys got drunk that day. As they was heading back to camp, packing a heavy load, who should they see but the devil himself come prancing down the road. He says, you ornery cowboy skunks, you'd better hunt your holes, for I have come from hell's rim rock to gather in your souls. Up then spoke old Sandy Bob, I might be kind of tight, but you ain't gathering no cowboy souls without one hell of a fight. Now Sandy Bob his Ciego drew, and he's thrown it straight and true. He's gone and lashed the devil's tail, and taken his dallies too. Buster Jiggs was a Rieta man with his gut line coiled up neat. He's gone and built himself a loop and lashed the devil's hind feet. Well, they laid him out and they tied him up while the fire was getting hot. They whittled and swallow forked his ears and branded him up a lot. They pruned his horns with a pruning saw, and they knotted his tail for a joke, and they left him there naked tied to a blackjack oak. If you're ever up high in the Sierra Peaks and you hear one hell of a wail, you know it's that there devil bellowing about the knots in his tail.